Ladies and gentlemen, hello und willkommen to the final chapter of the Great Exchange series. I don't want it to end. It's broadcasting to you live all the way from sunny South Florida. Okay, not live, but it's the thought that counts. Now, I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but as many of you may know, I've been very busy with matters of the utmost importance.
3 hours ago.
Anyway, without any further interruptions, let us begin our adventure traveling north again to the city of Hamburg. But this time, for real. Wait, what? What's this?
When in Hamburg, do as the hamburgers do. Getting around the city by boat is common, so I decided to explore the city in that fashion. But this time, I would take one of those ferries to actually watch one of the musicals Germany's Broadway had to offer. I saw Das Wunder von Bern, which is about Germany's miraculous World Cup victory right after the destructive Second World War. They even had the original World Cup trophy on display. Cool!
Das Wunder von Bern is the newest addition to the Hamburg musicals here. The first year that Hamburg is releasing Das Wunder von Bern, the miracle that Germany achieved in 1954 at the World Cup.
From the theater, you got to see a wonderful panoramic view of the city. And just when it couldn't get any better, a fireworks show lit up the night sky to celebrate yet another wonderful night of musical excellence.
Nice! So what's next on the itinerary? What's that? Schwarzwald. The Black Forest region is located on the southwestern part of Germany. And as fate would have it, I would meet up with my good Swabian friends again, as seen on episode 5. Anyway, who's up for a little bike ride?
I took a nice summer bike tour with my good friend Matthias to the Swabian medieval town of Bad Wimpfen. And yes, we climbed that tower.
Lach a bissle, heil a bissle und sei wieder froh. Das Leben ist halt so und so.
Here we are in the Blauturme overlooking the city of Bad Wimpfen. Very medieval. For the first time, it feels like I'm back in Florida. And we just ate some ice.
And that, my friends, was when I realized that the German side of my brain was taking over the American side.
Integration for the win. Sorry, I thought I might, spice up the mood. No? Okay, go on.
And it just so happened that when we got down from the tower, there was a wedding and the whole fire brigade was there to serenade the newlyweds and warm our hearts before we headed to the depths of the Black Forest. My visit to the Black Forest was a scenic journey as a historical one. I got to witness firsthand how the natives survived in the forest for several generations. Although it may seem that these people lived a simple lifestyle, they were able to construct complex machinery out of the high-quality wood from the region.
Very nice, very nice. You know, traveling is great, but there's no such thing as staying home and cheering for your local soccer team. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you FC Paderborn.
There are many rivals, but only one, Paderborn. Now playing in the elite first division of the Bundesliga, the stakes were never as high as before for this team, trying to make its mark on the history books of German soccer.
This year's very important since it's the first year that Paderborn is in the first league, Division 1 of the Bundesliga.
But possibly the best part of going to the Paderborn games was observing the reactions of the fans.
Unfortunately, Paderborn's survival in the first division was short-lived, as it only lasted for that season. Moment of silence. But on the bright side, that means that you guys all got to witness exclusive access. Now, if you recall episode 3, you watched an organ unveiling. This time though, my host dad and I were called for immediate action, as we had to tune the organ of the St. Marian Church in our very own town of Varberg. Okay.
The organ was in dire need of tuning, and we only had 48 hours before Sunday Mass. Worst part? We couldn't even find out exactly where the problem was coming from until... My host dad told me it was a routine job and fixed the problem in a blink of an eye.
Der James hat jetzt die Tasten angehalten, ich habe gestimmt. Er hat es sehr gut gemacht. Ich glaube, die Stimmung ist ganz gut geworden. Und ja, das muss man 2-3 Mal im Jahr machen, diese Stimmung, damit die Orgel auch gut in Schuss bleibt, dass sie auch in Ordnung bleibt, dass sie wohlklingend ist. Und für heute haben wir den Job erledigt.
After a day's work of organ tuning, we had time to drive up to the Dasenberg Castle ruins. Sitting on top of an extinct volcano, the Dasenberg probably dates back to the 8th century. Legend has it that this ancient fortress impressed the Emperor Charlemagne when he traveled through the region.
Left in ruins, we here have climbed the Dasenberg, and we can see a very nice view of Varberg right behind me, protecting the city, just like the ancient knights did back in the Middle Ages.
Wo eine grüne, da fahre ich jeden Tag.
Every summer, the city of Warburg hosts its very own Schützenfest, a tradition dating back all the way from the Middle Ages. Marksmen from the region have a competition to see who's the best shooter and thus defender of the city. The winner becomes Schützenkönig, or King of Marksmen, and they have a big after party, and that's where I come in. Prepare for the craziest night of your life.
Okay, not exactly what I had in mind, but, you know, I guess we could roll with that. Ah, see? There's dancing. What did I tell you? Yeah, this music kind of grows on you. And they even brought a Helene Fischer double to perform. Alright, let's vamp this up.
Spür, was Liebe mit uns macht. Atemlos, schwindelfrei, großes Kino für uns zwei.
The crazy nights of feasting and revelry came to a quick end and left a void in my heart as I yearned to know the true essence of Varberg.
It was something I had to do at least once. A pilgrimage to the old chapel of Varberg, one of the oldest standing structures of the town.
My friends, the key to the city of Varberg. No, we have not conquered the city, but we have been granted exclusive access to go underneath the crypt.
This crypt served as the foundation for the old castle of Varberg. The atmosphere was so inspiring that I could not resist but to sing a song in the old Latin.
After my pilgrimage was over, I was ready to embark on one last trip to the capital of Germany, Berlin. And as a student ambassador sponsored by the US Congress and the German Parliament, the Bundestag, this was kind of a big deal. check it out.
Berlin, a city formerly divided in half. To the east, Soviet communism. To the west, American-led capitalism. Despite the many struggles the city has gone through, it now serves as a testament to freedom and unity. My visit led me to the American Embassy, where I got to meet and take a perfectly timed photo with Ambassador Emerson. Then, I went to the Reichstag, the building where the Bundestag meets.
So we're here in the Bundestag, it's like the German Congress, and we're gonna start in like 20 minutes, so I can't film. Then, not now, this isn't illegal or anything, but gotta wake up at 5 today, and we're just gonna enjoy a meeting from the Bundestag, the German parliament here in Berlin. Alright guys, so here we are on top of the Bundestag. I'm here with my Bundestag Abgeordnete, Herr Hase, and the staff, wonderful staff right here. Hi! Sorry to interrupt, but Bundesabgeordnete just means parliamentary representative. And all American student ambassadors were assigned a German representative to serve as their mentor. In my case, hailing all the way from the wonderful district of Höxter, Mr. Hase. Now please continue. Just enjoying a really sunny day with my friends also, PPP CBYXers, and just enjoying the sunny day here in Berlin, in the Bundestag.
A few minutes later, I was with Chancellor Angela Merkel and Ambassador Emerson in the Kanzleramt, or the German White House equivalent, giving a surprise performance as a thank you for their commitment to the CBYX program. Now that definitely made up for the bad picture taken while I was in the embassy. And just to put the cherry on top of my ice cream of euphoria, I got to tour the city in, I think you guessed it by now, a boat.
The end. No, not really, don't go away, because we still have one last ritual before I departed Germany and headed back to the United States. Let's check it out.
As demonstrated by my excellent digging skills, I planted a cherry tree in my host family's backyard as a representation that I now have German roots. Pretty deep, right? But the very next day, I was already packed and on the flight returning home to sunny South Florida.
Glaub mir, irgendwann wird die Liebe regieren. Wir haben nichts mehr zu verlieren. Die Zeit lässt die Wunden heilen. Du bist genau wie ich und nicht allein.
Here we are, 10 o'clock at night. Just arrived at Fort Lauderdale Airport in my lederhosen. Yeah, I wore that the whole time. Underneath all of this. Now, time to meet the family. Let's go.
And there they were.
Das Ende. 50 kilos.
23 actually.
Oh, 23.
50 pounds.
Yes. Here we go.
What?
No way. Yes way.
No.
I was finally home with friends and family. Or should I say friends and family on the American side of the pond.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Great Exchange series is finally come to an end. But let us remember that this is not the end of our adventures, but only the beginning of the end, of the beginning of the beginning's end. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to watch the rest of the 6 Great Exchange series videos. This is James, one last time, signing off, and as always, I'll Wiedersehen.